leading Christian Oxford mathematics professor was asked about why do bad things happen, his answer brings a profound insight to this evil problem.
And we don't get anywhere. So I ask a different question, and it's this. When we look at life, we see that it is beauty and it is barbed wire. Look at Christ Church Cathedral or Coventry Cathedral. Coventry Cathedral bomb damaged in the war, moral evil, like Dresden Cathedral. You see the traces of a former beauty, but you see a bomb has hit it. Christ Church Cathedral, you can see traces of its former beauty, but you know an earthquake has hit it. It's a mixed picture. Your life's a mixed picture. The beauty of the mountains and the hills around Adelaide, spectacular. But there are people in terminal cancer in the hospital. There are some of your relatives that don't know what to do and are in despair. It's a mixed picture. It's beauty and barbed wire. Now, since it's like that, here's the real question, I think. Is there anywhere evidence that there's a God you could trust with it? And I believe there is, ladies and gentlemen. The central symbol in Christianity is a cross, but it's a symbol of reality. And to cut a long story short, one of the most powerful things, you see, the claim is, it's a huge claim, and you'd be crazy to believe it if it wasn't true, is that Jesus was God incarnate, God coded in human flesh. People say that's scientifically impossible. Nonsense. God who created the universe and created it with his regularities, he's not a prisoner of his laws. He can feed a new event in as he wills. And if you don't follow that argument and are interested in it, again, the second last chapter of my book, Gunning for God, deals with David Hume and his objections to miracles. The claim is that Jesus is God incarnate. So we're faced with this huge question: what's God doing on a cross, to put it bluntly? Do you know what it tells me at the very least? It tells me that God has not remained distant from human suffering, but has himself become part of it. Secondly, the resurrection. What does that mean? Well, Paul preached to the philosophers of the ancient world that what it meant was that God had appointed Jesus as a judge in the last day. I think it's a wonderful thing that there's going to be a judgment. Richard Dawkins says there's no justice. So the terrorists get away with it in the end. Hitler gets away with it in the end. He uses power, he gasses 6 million Jews and dear knows how many Poles and people who are mentally ill and so on. And then he blows his brains out and he gets away with it. Do you believe that? Of course not. This is a moral universe. And if our sense of justice is not to prove an illusion, there must be a final assessment. And that's what the resurrection of Jesus Christ guarantees. God has appointed a man through whom he will judge the world. In righteousness, it will be perfectly fair. So, two things. One, I have a massive problem with evil, but I think I see a way into a solution. I've come to believe God can be trusted with it. Because God hasn't remained distant from it, one. And two, he's going to judge it utterly fairly. And when we see that, our questions will stop. Thank you very much.